Hello again, everyone. As you can see, I'm playing the new game that's been out for like less than a week at this point. But even though I have been playing the game on my main account, I decided to wait a bit to make this video until the bug issues were fixed, since this game had kind of a rough start. Like, it wasn't terrible, but yeah, it did have some issues, and it still does to this point have some issues. But anyways, I was waiting until it got better so I can talk about it finally. And yeah, this is another game, another gacha game, another amazing game in the same month from solo leveling as well. And yeah, I just want to talk about it. I wanted to do the whole beginner summons and all that, but before that I wanted to give my opinion about the game, and also basically make the same video like a small tutorial for beginner players if they want to play. As for, I just want to start off by saying the most common things that people are calling this game. So they are saying that this is like the Genshin Impact killer, or like the successor or whatever. And in that regard, so I haven't really played Genshin that much. I have only played a bit. I have played a whole lot of Honkai Star Rail, and it's still my favorite game that I play. But even when I haven't played Genshin too much, I can still say that this is just kind of pointless. Like, this whole debate about which game is better, and people even making like comparisons and all that. Like, you have to remember that Genshin Impact came like four years ago, and of course it's going to be different. This game is a lot more newer and even using a different engine. It's like, it's kind of dumb to make a comparison for an older game. And the thing is, we would not be here if it wasn't for Genshin Impact. Like, that game is a revolutionary game, whether you like it or not. As for me, I didn't really personally like that game too much, but that doesn't mean that the game is bad. And also, I like this game, but that doesn't mean that this game is better than Genshin Impact. Now, I do know that people who played the game will have the biggest complaint, which is the developers listening and stuff like that. Because in this game, they had a terrible launch, but the response was almost immediate. They gave us so many, like, all of this stuff that I got here, like, it's all free. Like, you just need to get to this point in the story, and you will get all of this instantly. You even get like 20 summons for the limited banner, and even a new 5-star selector and all that. So in terms of the developers' response, yeah, that's amazing. But at the same time, I don't think it's a debate. I don't think people should compare. It's just which game you prefer. In my opinion, both games are amazing in their own way. I just feel like people are more hyped because this game is newer and stuff like that. But yeah, is it a Genshin killer? No way. Is it, like, should you even compare it to Genshin? I mean, you can if you want to, since most stuff is same, but I feel like it's wrong for both developers because they don't have any beef with each other. So why do you want to have beef with each other, with the fan base? Just enjoy the game. And as for the game itself, I think the open world is amazing, but for me personally, I don't know why, I just love the Honkai Star Rail system so much, because it's like a whole turn-based combat, and you can like auto stuff. In here you have to do everything by yourself, so I kind of have like a little nitpick about that. But if you're a fan of Genshin Impact and or other games like that, you're absolutely gonna have fun in this game. And in fact, one thing that I absolutely love about this game, which I think is kind of insane, is that they are bringing Souls-like players, like, you know, the most extreme hardcore people who play Dark Souls and all that. Those kind of players are coming to this game too, just because of the amazing combat system that they have with the whole parrying and the dodging stuff. It's crazy to see that this game actually has such a high skill gap that people are enjoying. Like, I've even seen some videos where people are taking on like level 100 and 120 monsters with like level 1 characters. It's insane. But that's pretty much all the rambling that I have to do. I think this game is an amazing game. It looks pretty good. The graphics are amazing. And now, without further ado, I kind of want to make like a small guide for beginners. So as soon as you guys get into the story, you're gonna have to be like level 4 or something to reach this point where you can finally unlock the summonings. So this is where basically the whole thing is this game good? What character should I summon for? That's what I'm going to be telling you about. And pretty much you start off with the standard banner. Like, this is the standard banner right here, but then this is the limited one, so you are guaranteed to get 1 in 50 summons. But since it's discounted, it's only going to cost you like the 40 here, which we already get, so you don't have to worry about like farming anything. It's just instantaneously you can get 1 5-star for free. And then on the top of that, you also have a 5-star selector. I would highly recommend don't choose this first, because I would rather you guys summon on all the stuff first, get the characters there, and whatever character you didn't get, that's what you choose here. So that's pretty much about it. As for the characters themselves, it's pretty easy. Like, it's even smaller than Honkai Star Rail. We have like 7 characters there, but it's only 5 here. So it's pretty easy to like bunch them up together. Like, for example, Encore, she's like a DPS character, so if you get her, that's good. You should try to summon for her maybe. But it's like, if you have her, she's like a good DPS character with range attacks. So in this game, there's like close combat and further combat. So range attacks, like, so if you don't like to dodge too much and all that stuff, she will be better in that regard. As for her, I have heard a lot of conflicting things. People say she's good, and some people say she's absolute trash. In my opinion, I think she's just in the middle, and she's not a main DPS. You could use her as one, but in most case scenarios, you're going to see her as a secondary DPS or like a sub DPS character. And the other reason why people like her is because she has like shields. So it's like, again, you don't really need to do the dodging and all that crazy stuff if you're not good at that. So in my opinion, if you are really new at this game, my option to you would be trying to get Encore or her, since they are more friendly to people who are very new to this kind of game. As for Ling Yang, he's cool, I like him, but in the sense of the game, I think everyone hates him, and I don't know, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, if you like this character, you're going to be able to get to play as this character in the companion missions soon enough, so you can try him out there before summoning if you want to. But in my opinion, like, I think he's okay, but yeah, I also agree that out of the 5 characters here, he is technically the worst one. And then we go to Verena, and she is the most broken character in the game, the best support healer that you can possibly ask for. So this is the one character that you definitely need to have no matter what. But the only difference is that you don't have to get her right away. So since you're starting a new account, you would much rather want to focus on a high damaging DPS rather than just a crazy powerful healer. So I would suggest that you can just choose her later. But if you get her, that's already good. And I don't know how to say his name, like Calchero is what I'm gonna say it. So anyway, this guy is probably the #1 pick out of these 5 characters. He's the DPS character, he's one of the best. In fact, I think he is the best just beyond the limited character. So if you get him, that's amazing. He is pretty good. And for me personally, I'm gonna be going for him also. And as of course the new character, the rate up character Jian, he's also great. Of course, the strongest character as of right now, so you definitely want to summon for him if you're looking to do rerolls and stuff like that. So of course you're gonna try to get him. Anyways, let's see what I get. There are a lot of 4-star characters here too, and they're pretty decent. It's like this game also follows the same thing as Honkai, where it's like you don't really need any 5 stars to finish this game. All of the characters are pretty balanced. Even the free ones can make you go all the way to endgame. Okay, so I get a gun weapon. I absolutely like one thing about this game is that they give us too many 5-star selectors. So even after I'm done with this guaranteed one, I'm gonna get another selection banner where I can like go 80 steps in to guarantee the character that I selected on top of the 5-star selector that we already have. So you can basically get like 3. Okay, that's not lucky. I just got the same one twice.
Greetings, Rover. I will escort you for the time being.
I think she's a good sub DPS character too, but she's free. You just need to log in for 5 days to get her. So again, I think this game is pretty, like, very nice to the newcomers. Oh, okay, so we're gonna go all the way in for this one. Well, this one's guaranteed. So let's see who we get.
Ranger Donjing. Worry not. My
She's
Crimson
another
Blade will not
insane
harm you
DPS
as long
character
as
as
you
a
haven't done
4-star.
anything bad.
Okay. Okay.
This flower is for you.
I mean, this is good, but as I said, it's like you definitely need her in your team. It's just I would prefer to get her later rather than sooner, but it's alright. It's all good. In fact, this is probably the best pairing for them since she's like a HP, like she destroys her own HP to do the damage and she can heal it just as good. So this is like a good team for them. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. After I get my 5-star, you get another selector. I'm just gonna randomly choose him or maybe her. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Like it's up to you which one you want. But basically this is the point. Like you can do 80 steps and then you're guaranteed to get her, and that's besides the point on here. So since I already got Verena, I'm gonna choose him and basically get myself strongest DPS as a like standard character.
I'll handle your commission alone.
He looks super cool. Oh wait, I should have probably waited before I did this. So we get like 20, like 2 steps basically, 210. Oh my god, okay. There is no way.
I have never regretted to brave the long night.
There is no way I get Gian on the first 10 pull, on the first one? Like the literal first step. I got him. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely insane. I don't... Wow. I don't even have him on my main account. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Literally the first step, and I got him already. And now I feel stupid because I also have the other DPS as well. But I guess I can make 2 teams later, but that's insane. Literally the first one. Do I even need to bother summoning anymore? The only one thing that I kind of hate in here is the fact that you don't have the same currency like in Honkai Star Rail, and I'm pretty sure in Genshin Impact as well. If you have this premium currency, it goes well with the weapon banner as well. But here you have to have a different currency for the weapon banner, which kind of sucks. So it's like, of course, if you get the rate up character, you would also want to get their blade, but it's like not necessary. It never has been. So even if you don't really want to spend any money or any of your hard-earned, what is this thing called? Astride. So you don't need to do that. It's just, yeah, of course, if you want to, it's going to be perfect. And yeah, I mean, wow. I'm just going to go for the other one just because why not? It's free anyway. But yeah, I was not expecting Gian to be first character.
Ally of Justice at your service.
Okay, so
Are you the one in need of a hero?
she's already free. We already get her in the beginning, so that's the first copy of her for me. One more thing that I want to talk about since I'm done summoning with the characters is the whole weapon stuff, because of course every character requires a weapon. And all of these 3 stars, they can suffice. Like, I feel like in this game you can even work with the 3-star weapon, but it of course will be better if you have 4-star or 5-star weapons. Like for example in Jian's case, this weapon is literally for him. It's a 5-star broadsword because that's what he uses. But just in case if you are not willing to do this, there is one more option, which is like you can just try to summon on the regular banner and try to get like the 4-star weapons. As long as it's a broad blade, it's gonna work for him. But another thing you can try to do is this one. So this is a weapon selector, and this is like the 5 types of weapons that we have right now. Basically the swords are the ones that's used by our main protagonist. The broadsword is the one that Gian is using, and then the guns are the one that Chishia and other characters use. So it's like every character has their type of weapon. So in my opinion, since I already pulled Jian and Calchero, I'm gonna go with the broad blade. So if I get lucky, I'm gonna try to get this 5-star weapon. It's still gonna be an amazing weapon for him, but it depends. So for example, if you got her, you can try to change it to the gauntlets, because that's what she uses. And then if you get Encore, I believe Encore is using this thing, so you can choose this one if you get Encore. So it just depends on which character you have. As for, I can't give any examples, I can't remember. Wait, yeah, she's using the rectifier weapon, and then this is the gauntlets. I think this guy's also using gauntlet. Yeah, there we go. He's also using the rectifier, and then he's using the broad blade. So that's pretty much it. Whichever character that you get, you would like to choose the 5-star weapon for them, or whichever character you're trying to get. In my case, or in the case of everyone that's playing the game as of right now, the most hyped character is the one that is Jian. So you should be choosing the broad blade if you're not willing to spend the currency for this weapon, which is still best weapon. It's still okay. I think even the 4-star blades are perfectly good. The only problem that I have is, even we start with this thing, I think we get this also from the starter. Yeah, there we go. So we get this thing. So this is like giving us one chance to get a 4-star weapon here. The only problem with this is this broad blade is having like a defensive stat, which is completely useless for Jian and Calchero. So I feel like that's the only negative downside, I think. Otherwise, if you get someone else, you can use the blades and you can use the gauntlets. This is all okay. Wait, never mind. Oh yeah, this one actually works for the girl since she is defense related. This is good too. This is actually pretty good for Encore, I think. As for the guns, there are no 5-stars using guns as of right now, so you're gonna have to use it on the 4-star characters. But that's pretty much it. Like, I don't know if this video was super helpful for the beginner players, but I hope I kind of made the point easier for you to understand, like, what kind of stuff you need to use. So for example, this is our main character. He uses swords, so you can just switch up to the swords that you got here. The point is the same, basically. As for me, I'm kind of surprised. I still can't believe. I just wanted to make a video talking about this, and I can't believe I got Jian, like the first step. That's just insane to me. He looks pretty badass. He fights pretty badass too. And I'm kind of curious what team I should play with him. But anyway, this is just like a super beginner video. If this, if people want to play this game, like after watching this video, I will try to make more guide videos if you want. I can try to make like a small team video too, because I already have an understanding of what teams to play, since only 3 characters can be played at once. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep going. So far, I'm actually enjoying this game quite a bit, but yeah, I have to be honest, I am enjoying this game, but I still love Honkai Star Rail more, so I'm going to be playing that still more than this one. But either ways, this is a fantastic game, and please don't compare it to Genshin. I think they're both great games, but this game deserves more attention because it's newer. And that's pretty much it. I think I have rambled on way too long, but I kind of wanted to make like a big detailed video, and also wanted to get all my thoughts out. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye bye.